Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kitech Digital. Now in this video we're going to learn how to create a custom header. So for instance, I have this beautiful website over here. Now what I'm going to show you is to create your own custom header using Elementor. So with the header over here, as you see over here, even though it is nice, but we still want a custom header. So for instance, I want a different header for a different page, okay? So that when I click on this one over here, instead of me having the same header over here, now I want that particular page to have a different header, and that is exactly what I'm going to show you. So as you can see over here, you see this page have its own kind of like a header and even a different button over here, okay? And I did this using a free plugin, and I want to show you how this is done. Now of course you can apply this thing on all your pages, or all your sites, okay? Now it is free, you don't need to buy anything, and I want to show you how I'm able to do this. Okay, so if I go back to the home page, you see that the home page also have a different header, and that is exactly what I want to show you guys, how you can be able to apply this to a website that you are creating, or that you want to create. So without wasting my time, let's get into the video. Now remember that what we are going to do is we're going to use a plugin called the Elementor Header and Footer Builder. Now if you watch this, if you've watched my previous video, you realize that I created a sticky navigation bar, sidebar, using this same plugin. Okay, now with this same plugin we can also use it to create our own header, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So if you don't have this plugin installed, of course go to plugins over here and then click on add new to add a new plugin. Now when you go over here, just search for header footer builder. It's header here, header footer builder. So you see that you're going to get this one over here which says Elementor Header and Footer Builder. Okay, just make sure that you install and then activate it. Install and activate it. Now when you install and activate it, and then you go to set appearance over here, you hover on appearance, you see that it will appear on Elementor Header and Footer Builder. Okay, it will appear just under appearance over here. Now click on it, and then we'll be able to create a new header or footer that we want. But what we are going to do is to create a header. So we want to create a new header for a new page. Okay, I'm going to show you how I created this one. Now of course I haven't deactivated this one, it's still on it, but when you go over here, it's going to give me it's going to give me a different header over here. Now we're going to create a different header for a different page, or we even want to apply our header for all the pages or site wide. Okay, so we want to do it site wide. Now what we have to do is go to click on Elementor Header and Footer, and then click on add new header. Okay, so we're going to click on add new header over here, and then we're going to name our header. So I'm going to name the header maybe header header 1. Okay, so I'm going to name it header 1. Now as you can see, type of template. Now what kind of template do you want to create? I want to create a header. Now when you select the header, you see that another options comes, so it will tell you that where do you want to display the header on. Now of course there are so many places you can display the header on. Okay, you can display the header on an entire website, or all singlets, archives, special pages over here, all posts. Okay, so maybe you want to display a header on all your posts, so that when you have a blog post over there, the header will be different from the main pages. Okay, so you can do so by selecting all posts, and then maybe all pages, so you want all your pages to have a different header. Okay, or you can specify for a specific page or post or whatever it is. So let's say you want a specific post or page to have a different header, then you can specify, just like we have done over here. Okay, so just like we've done on this account page over here. So as you can see, this page alone have a different header, okay, and that is what for what you see over here, which says what, which says specific pages or post or taxonomies. Now of course, what we want to do is we want to make sure that it is on the entire website. So we're going to select the entire website over here, and then you can add some basic or rules that you want to add. So you want to display some rule and other stuff, you can what, you can display, and then you can also what, add exclusion. So you add rule over here, do not display on. So I don't want it to display on a singular page. So there is one page I don't want it to display, which is the sheet, and that is the account page that I created. So I don't want it to display, so I want them to exclude from this particular page. So it will be what, it will be excluded. And then the rules, okay, the rules, so for all what users. Now of course you can display different header for different users, okay, so logged in users, and then also what, logged out users, okay, you can do so. And then even it goes advanced over here. So if you want to display header for only subscribers, or for only contributors, or for only customers, you can do so over here, okay. So that is it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all, and then if you want to add another rule also, you can decide to add the rule over here. Now after everything is set and done, I'm just going to click on publish over here, so that my settings will be what, will be saved. Now after publishing it, then we will click on edit with Elementor to edit our page, the header using Elementor. So we're going to design the header using Elementor. So now that we have saved or published our header, now we can go ahead and then click on edit with Elementor. Okay guys, so this is the Elementor Page Builder, okay. For those of you who don't know what Elementor Page Builder is, it is just a drag and drop page builder which helps you to design your website without writing any single line of coding. So you just pick elements from here, and then you drag it over, you drag it and drop it over here, which is very simple to use. Now as we go on, you'll be able to see how it is done. Now I have activated the Elementor Flexbox container, okay, so I am using the Elementor Flexbox container. Now if you don't know how to activate it, of course you can go over here, go to your dashboard, and then I'll show you how you can be able to do it. So to activate it, make sure that you go to settings over here, and then go click on features, okay. So when you click on features, you're going to see that ongoing experiment over here, and then also we have stable what features over here. So with the ongoing experiment, we will what, under it we will activate Flexbox container. So just click on it, it will be on default. Just click on what, or it will be on inactive or default, whichever way. Just click on active over here and then activate it, and then you can go ahead and then click on what, save. Now if you activate Flexbox also, I will entreat you to also activate this one over here. Where is it? Nested element, okay. So yeah, this one over here. So make sure you also activate what, nested what element, okay. So if you activate this one, make sure you also activate it. Now when you are done with it, of course you can go ahead and then click on save changes to save your changes, okay. So basically that is how you can be able to activate your nested Flexbox container. Now when you activate it, just refresh this one, and then you see that you see the layout, instead of sections, is going to be what, container over here. Now we're going to use the container because it helps you to be able to arrange your your website very well. Now what we are going to do is we're going to click on this plus icon over here, and then we will be using this layout over here. So we're going to click on this structure over here. So the 3-column structure, container structure over here, that is what we're going to do. So we have 1 2 3, okay. Now what we're going to do is over here we'll click on this one, and instead of 25, I'm gonna give it like a 15. Okay, and then the same thing applies to this one also. Instead of 25, I'll give it like a 15. And then over here, instead of 50, I'm gonna give it 70. Okay, so it's basically going to be like this. Now I'll go to this side also, and then I'll unlink the the padding over here. Now I'll give the top 10, I'll give the bottom also 10, I'll give this side also 10, and I'm gonna give this side also kind of like a 10. Okay, so let me see. Oh, this, click on this, sorry, click on this one, not this one. Okay, so let me just remove all and make it like a 0 or something. Yeah, so that's gonna what be, where is it? So just click on this one. I realized that I was on this particular container. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. So click on the 6 dots over here, because we want to pick the whole structure itself. Okay, not just the container, we want the whole layout. So click on this one and then go over here, unlink the the padding over here, and then start to give it, let's say, all around 10. Okay, so I'm gonna give it all around 10 so that there will be space all around. Okay, and that's exactly what I want. Now after I am done, I'll come to my layout, and then I'm going to position this one, or align the content in the middle. I'm going to position this one also in center, so justify content in center, so that whenever I put anything in it, it's going to be well. Now I'm going to go ahead and then give it a background. Okay, so I'm going to go to style over here, and then with a background type, I'll click on gradient over here, and then choose some few colors for it. So I'm just choosing some random colors for it. I didn't really plan on doing it, but I just want you to know how you can be able to create your own header anyhow you want it. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one over here, and then I'll come to this place also, and then instead of red, I'm gonna make it like like a pink kind of like a thing. Okay, and then I'll change the location or the angle. Okay, so let me see, let me put the angle this way. Okay, yeah, so basically like this one over here. So I think it's quite okay. Now I'll click on this plus icon over here, and then I'm going to search for logo. Okay, so just search for logo, and then you're going to see this one over here which says site logo. Okay, now you see this one is logged because this one comes with Elementor Pro, but we are using what, header footer builder. So we're gonna drag this one over here. Okay, so just drag this one into here. Yeah, very good. So you see that we have our logo set correctly over here. Now after we set up our logo, now we're gonna go to this place, and then we will set up our navigation menu. Okay, so what we are going to look for is navigation. So just search for navigation menu, and then drag in this one which is with header footer builder, drag it into here, and then you will see our navigation menu displaying over there. Now of course we have to style it. Okay, so if you want to change the layout, it depends on you. So if you want it to be vertical, it all depends on you. Horizontal, expanded, whatever it is that you want it, all depends on you. Now I want to put it at the right side like this, and I'll go to style over here, and then with a horizontal padding, I want to give it like a 5. Okay, so 5 is quite okay for me. And then if you want to give a space between, of course you can give, but then I want the default one which is quite okay for me. And then I'll go to typography, and then I'm going to make it a Montserrat. Okay, so I'll change the typography to Montserrat. Now for those of you who follow me on this channel, you know that I like this font a lot. Now I'm going to give it like a 14. Okay, and then instead of the weight to be 600, I'm going to give it a normal 400. Now I think it's okay for me. Now I'm going to go to text color over here, and then I'm going to give it all white. Okay, so that it will what it will, you know, or bright or something like that. Now if you want space between, of course you can give it the space between that you want. So as you can see, you can give it what space between. And then what again, so let's go to hover over here, and when somebody hover on it, what should the person when I hover on it, see that it is green over here. Now if you don't want it to be green, you can go ahead and change the color to any color that you want. Okay, so let's say when somebody hover on it, you want it to be what to be blue. Okay, so this kind of like a sea blue, you can do so, okay, with it. So let's say I want it to be this way, and then what again do I want? Now if I want to change the background color, I can do so, but I think this one is quite okay for me. Now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a button over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on the plus icon, and then over here I'm going to drag in a button. Okay, so I'm going to drag in a button over here, and as you can see, this is the button that I want. Now I'm going to write join now. Okay, and then I'll link the join now to anything that I want to join. So I have a login page over there, so I'm going to link it to what my login page, and as you can see, this is my login page URL. Then I'm going to position it at the side, this side over here, and then I will come to style the button also. So I'm going to go to style, and then with a color, I'm going to choose white as it is. Yeah, white over here. And then I'm coming to the background, so you can decide to choose any background you want, but I want to choose the pink background. Okay, so I want to choose this this pink background over here, and then I'll give the border radius as what 50, so it's gonna be something like this. So guys, as you can see, everything is what working perfectly fine. Okay, so I think there are more spaces over here which I really don't want, so I will want to push it to the side of the website or the viewport. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this 6 dots over here to open the full layout for me, and then I'll go to layout over here, and as you can see, you see the width over here. I want to change it to 1380. Okay, so 1380 is quite okay for me, and then as you can see, I'm going to have something like this. Now this is quite okay for me, and I think I like it the way it is. So as you can see, we are almost through with it. Everything is perfectly done, and then you are good to go. You can click on update to update it, and then when we go to the website over here and refresh it, now guys, what do we have over here? We have a new header over here. Okay, so as you can see, we have a new header, but let's go to the account and see if the account also still hold. Okay, the header over there still holds. So we're going to go to account and see what the account is telling us. So guys, as you can see, the account have the old header over there, so it means that we can set individual pages over there. Because we excluded the account from it, it still have its own header there. Okay, but when we go to the home page and all the other pages, they're going to have our new header that we set up. So that is how you can be able to set up your own header or customize your own header using header and footer builder plugin. I hope this video helps you to be able to set up your own header or design your own header the way you want it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. My name is Kobe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and let's grow together. Bye bye.